All right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is kind of like the last report from this place. It's already empty, kind of like a shallow, but it's been a great time. I had a great time here at this place. Um, yeah, you gotta let it go of some of the things, and that's a part of life for it. But I'm looking more forward for the better future to come in, and kind of like interesting times for it. Well, we're going to talk about this purging for it. It's going to be interesting. You're going to find patterns inside of you that instead of you purging certain things out of your system, you get that and you point fingers towards the other people. Usually that's when you're harming people. And instead of looking at inside of you, which is that's what you have intuition in there, your intuition, when it's so screwed up, you take in the wrong things and then you do the wrong actions and the wrong learnings within that. And hi, Twin Flame Power, Anna Marie. Glad to see you guys here. Hi. And spoken about this, there is a patterns inside of you that you develop during life. Those patterns, it is about for it. Um, to ask and check out Astro Viber. All right. Hi, Lorian. Lorraine de Amor. Hi, welcome here. And talking about with this is those patterns inside of it, of that growth, about people, about friendshipness. And first thing you're going to be learning this, as I said, if you know astrology as I do in there, that is the first thing happens at age of what? Age of 3. But that is a repeating 10 later on at age of 16. So at 16, you're learning these energies of, maybe this guy's cool or this girl is so great and she's so open and so on. And you learning through life what later on happened, talking about these energies of the wrong understandings about those patterns. And this is going to be a huge purge. And as we are talking about um, for it with this in the next few days, please refrain from any cardinal changes, shut down people, remove people from your life, things from all this. All you have to do actually, you have to remove and purging the things inside of you that triggers this energies in there. Instead of looking at within you, you're looking at from an outside source, and the other people is like, what are you doing? So with that being said, because the moon is going to be in Aquarius, squaring Jupiter, and it's going to begin to square even Venus. She's going to be moving into Pisces, and as soon as I'm moving to the Pisces, she's going to be that energies of squaring the Sun. This is kind of like the last quarter of the moon. Usually, that is a patterns that are in the subconscious, and this is what this purging is gonna be are coming in. So, with that being said, I'm not gonna be able to see you guys for a little bit at the chat in there, but I'm gonna be looking at the charts. And as we talking about all those energies in there, what's gonna happen at 7? First of all, the day is going to begin with that energies of the squaring Jupiter is going to be a squaring Venus. It's going to be all that is going to comes in, triggers you within you. What is the authority? What is the intuition for you though? Because this new energies of Age of Aquarius They're gonna be like, here, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. But if you take it personally, you're not putting it to yourself, but you're putting it towards others. While don't forget about it, the age of Aquarius is about first you fix your own crap, fix your own self, then you see if there is something gonna be fixing out there. Okay, personal growth leading to community growth. That's how this is different. Not like the programming from the Pisces, there is a one speaker and everyone gets programmed. Talking about religions. And with this triggers, you're gonna have challenges in there, but overall the energy is gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine with it. You may be gonna be wake up with something in my subconscious is not right. Something with my subconscious is not okay because midheaven is gonna be at Pisces. That's gonna be where the ant is gonna be of the moon later on at midnight, and you begin to have these energies of previews, deja vus, if you want to say on that portions. And from there, you are learning at the things that you need to work on. So, as the day moves forward into that, the energy is gonna comes in even stronger as the moon is possessing. You pay attention that those patterns from the moon towards Mercury and Uranus is going to be strong. This is about communications. Don't take it like, oh, the universe screws me up again. Oh my God, there is no communications. I don't want to talk about this. No, this is a what that purging is about. Okay, when you talk, when you communicate, you take it out of there, not to keep it inside of you, taking it out. Because when you're taking it out in there, you're actually releasing yourself from this. And that is going to be requiring this Mars energies because Mars is sextiling the moon. That courage to the feminine energies. That it's like, hey, you can do it. It's for the right thing. It might not feel right, but it's going to be for the right thing. But in the wrong side of this energy, that is a like the wife comes in and start, whining, moaning, and there's so much about her husband, and the poor guy has no idea what the heck is going on just because the woman has internal issues. It's the other way around. You got to be very much aware of this because it is about purging, not a actions and doing all this crazy stuff that usually you feel sorry about that later on. So in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning, that you're going to be testing that energies towards the growth. This is a that revaluations is going to begin about the growth. Wrong things that you understand, wrong things that you grow in the twisted way for it. You're going to begin to realizing that they don't resonate with the new you, with the new energies, the new way of life for it, and because they don't have a room, you understanding in there that I mean, I'm here, I'm sitting, and guess what? Nothing grows. I'm stuck. What I need to do? Can't go back. You have to go forward, but it can't go forward because you haven't released the past. So what do you got to do? Purge, cleaning, removing from you, your personal system, not the people around it. Okay, that is going to be the personal growth in there for it. That instead of you taking it personally and take off the person, thinking that when you take the person, but you have not done the inner work inside of you, then you're facing it over and over again. You guys know what I'm talking about. And Age of Aquarius is not about that. It's about first look within you. All right, talking about that 10 o'clock, that intense energy is going to comes in even a little bit stronger. Ascendant is going to be at Leo opposing Pluto, and Pluto is like squaring also the midheaven. Oh, you don't like this inner work. Oh, you don't like this purging. Oh, you don't like to dig in and get it because it's a lot of work. Okay, but what is it the best thing for when you overcome off a lot of work? Throw it in the garbage. whatever it is. If you overcome with so many stuff and you have no room for what goes around, what do you need to do? Throw it away. Throw it away what you don't need. Okay? Travel light within the light. Okay, guys? And this is gonna be kind of like interesting energies for it. But when we're talking about with this Jupiter, because he's at the beginning of Gemini, this is a more about friendshipness in there. But look at the friendshipness within yourself. What you're gonna keep and what you want to go, or let it go of your system in there. Where did you learn the patterns? Where did you that begin from within? Okay, maybe the daycare, maybe the parents, maybe brother, sisterhood, and so on and so on. That friendshipness that he was developing. And what is wrong with the parents? Okay, you see what it is, and you see that energy that needs to go, and then grow it again. Basically, like a farmers, when a farmer takes a land, what he first has to do? Clean it up, make sure it doesn't have all the weeds and stuff and so on. Then it's fertilizing it, nurturing it, and then begins to put the seeds. Same thing is with you. Okay, nobody wants to go and remove the weeds out of the ground. Nobody wants to do this work, but everyone wants to eat, right? So this is kind of like a one of those things that you're gonna be going over your minds that comes in on the next hour. Exactly, this energy is gonna comes in. Somebody's gonna tell you. Somebody's gonna talk to you, or you're gonna be talking to someone. Be mindful. This 11 o'clock, it can be hot, very kind of like intense energies. Try not to mess it up with people who are Taurus energies, because right now Uranus is there and Taurus is like, just bring it on, baby. Don't show me that red flag, and I'm coming to Taurus against you. Okay. But if you pay attention in there, if you're a good player, don't play too much with the boom, because you can get the horns. All right. So, talking about those energies in a way, you're going to be learning things that you needed to grow, you need to mature. But that is you're going to be understanding of processes, what you're going to be planting after you do all this work on the earth. Okay. If you're that farmer, okay, you're like, okay, I'm going to get to remove the weeds. Okay. I'm going to be irrigated to the earth. I'm going to be cleaning up the stones and so on and so on. It's going to be nice. But what is the best thing will be to plant in there? You're gonna know what are you planting. What are the farmer plants? The farmer planting something that he can consume. You are have to plant things that you need to grow within yourself. Areas of the growth of that you purged out. Kind of like interesting, right? To grow within yourself. Areas of the growth of that you purged out. Kind of like interesting, right? All right. So talking about this, the next hour, the ascendant is going to be go to Virgo. Divine energies between Neptune and Pluto, especially if you have something of that area of ending of Leo, beginning of Virgo. Energies in there. Midheaven is going to be right between Uranus and Jupiter. Remind you that you need to be growing things on Earth. Okay, you need to get in there. It's something like in a Bible. I create you to go ahead, and you go ahead and multiply on Earth. So, but how are you gonna multiply in there if there is no communications in the situations and so on? There is a things in there. This is why Venus and the Sun right now they are preparing with Pluto. This is a work, deep work within the consciousness. We're talking about Venus and the Sun. Those are representing authority, love, and money. But if you look at it in a personal family relationship, that is it about the daughter and the father figure in there. And seeing it within this, the ascendant that is at Virgo right now, it's squaring all this. You may want to see a pattern, something between you and your father, but at the same time, the moon is going to begin to squaring all this. You're going to be looking into the intuition. The intuition you learn it from where? From your mom. So if you learn something in the wrong way, now it's the time. you to go ahead and poof, purge, because the new age, the new evolution is going to be pushing you to your limits until you crack, and then it's like, okay, I'm just going there. Talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 1 o'clock, the midheaven is with the sun. The sun right now, the authority is working directly with Pluto. He's like, okay, I'm going back. Okay, Pluto is retrograde. I'm going back to revise this. I learned the new things, but those new things there, I'm learning in the right way or the bad way. Okay, this kind of like a authority lies within you, and you're going to be learning what you're accepting of the new as well. So there is going to be also these energies of purging, that you're going to be purged something that you thought it was, but it's not, because you improved your learnings right now. Okay, you need to understand this Pluto moving back and forth. This is going to be the last time he's going to be going back into Capricorn. Next year, nope, he's going to be a retrograde, but he's going to be fully stay in Aquarius. So right now, this year, this retrograde upcoming season is one of the most important things of this. Okay, and begins with the purging. And right now, this purging in the friendship is going to be great, because the next month, this purging is going to be on where? The family. Okay, just to give you a heads up, guys. All right, talking about it, 2 o'clock, the energy is going to be much better. That is it. The ascendant is at 29 degrees of Virgo, healing the things, working within the earth. Beautiful trines with Pluto, beautiful trines with Uranus, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, name it. It's a great energy, because you're finally understanding what it is. But you have to face what? Limits, limitations, a lack of the growth coming in from lack of self-learning. And that oppositions of Saturn that right now is still in Pisces, I don't like them, because this Saturn in Pisces is something, ouch. Yeah, he's really ouch, because right now everything it's kind of like a deep. Oh, you're not going deep enough. Go deep, deep, more deep. Are you deep enough? Not yet. Deep. Oh, you're getting there more deep. And this is what I don't like it, because you have to go, but hey, it's gonna be for good. You have to go to the roots to the problem. That's how it goes. But you heal the root, you heal the branches, you heal the fruits. So, yeah, keep grinding it out. All right, 3 o'clock, great energy. Ascendant is at Libra, trines with Pluto, trines with the Sun, and Venus. Midheaven there is at Cancer, has no inner work currently at the family. Some of you is gonna be like, oh, finally a breathing time, and it's good and it's okay. It's a good situations and there's a good things in there and so on. Yeah, there's going to be some little trigger from Neptune, but that's not going to be, hopefully, not clouding your judgment in there. But overall, the energy is going to be great. Great, because maybe you finally decide that, hey, there was something deep that needs to be fixed. All right, confirmations. So, talking about 4 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at 22 degrees of Cancer. That's going to begin to opposing Pluto in there, squaring Mars. Mars is not happy about the relationship. Oh, I'm left alone. I'm fighting by myself. Masculine energies. Oh, needs to be healing. Right? And now with all this pressure that it's coming in from the moon right now, she's going to be pretty much dropping out of this square with Mercury, and begins to have this square with Jupiter and Venus in there. That energy begins to shift all of a sudden. It's like, I need to, I had the talk, I had the things, now I need to learn the understanding. Okay. So this kind of like understanding is gonna come in within you for it. But yeah, something within the family patterns, family love, family understanding wasn't kind of like a great, and Mars is not happy. He's like, yeah, they let me learn by myself when they should have told me in there. It's one of those wrong things that you need to look inside, because when people are responsible for you into a certain age, the first 7 years, to help you to develop yourself. After the first 7 years, then you're developing yourself with relationships with others. That is the next 7 years. Okay. And when are you crossing the age of 13, you're basically on your own. Everything from these ages, from 1 to 7, yeah, you can blame some other people. You can have a legal excuse and so on and so on, because you gain knowledge from other people, but you're the one who processed energies, even when you are too young to even thinking about it the way you're thinking now for it. But that is it, basically information of what you have to face in life later on, because the lessons that you learned in there, they're going to be repeating from age of 13 to age of 19. Okay. And this is why the age of 20, there's something different going on with you. All right. So this is a what could be trigger these family patterns. The next one is going to be good for it. The midheaven goes into a Leo. That's a 5 p.m. o'clock energies. Overall, the energy is going to be okay, especially with this cusp of Libra and Scorpio. You have the divine energies that come from Jupiter and Neptune, the growth. Once you purge everything out, now you're going to get this download of the growth, but you have to take the weeds out. Well, how you going to get the weeds out? You have to go deep into the ground, and that is the Scorpio's energies. Okay, going out in there into the darkness. All right, see what you have in Scorpio in there, and why you stay in the darkness. What is it that is that it's related to this? Very critical if you have certain planets at Scorpio at this, but that's going to tell you what you need to overcome. Okay. And at 6 o'clock, the midheaven is at Leo. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. You learned that energies earlier. That's going to be squaring Mercury. Right now, you're going to be tested of what you saw the energies is earlier. You are going to grow on your own, or you're going to blame everybody else. And that is going to be oppositions with the moon and squaring with Uranus and Mercury. Blaming the universe, condemn the person. You didn't say this, you didn't say that, you didn't communicate like this, and so on and so on. And here is, look at me, I'm the victim. Now you're the villain, get out. And that's what most people would do. Well, if the people take that off from that kind of like a crazy triangle that we are going in for it, is like, oh, what I'm getting and I'm working on these patterns, that I can work on something else. I can just see what is the pattern within me. I can see what is my thinking is with me. I can see the area of the growth. And I gotta find this courage, just like get out of this. Because all this is drama, traumas, and so on. The one has to become the hero, the other has to become the villain, and the other has to become the victim. Come on. Had I had enough of the rest of it? No. Okay? You're the one who controls everything. Evolve, ascended. Then as an ascension person, you're not gonna play that games anymore. All right, well, this is gonna be rough at 7 o'clock in there. That is gonna be the midheaven at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be at Virgo. That it's squaring the Sun, Venus. It is opposing the Moon. The ascendant is at Scorpio. That it's opposing uh, Jupiter, Uranus, and Mercury. That is at the time of this darkness that it comes in and talks everything out. but that it needs to be brought in the surface. Okay, and one of the things coming out of the surface in there for it, this is the moments when you actually prepared yourself to speak everything out. You have to speak what it needs to be healed. You have to let go of the wounds. Those moments of this energies in there. Because when you go to the doctor, what do you say to the doctor? Oh, doctor, hurts here, and so on and so on. And this is what happened, and so on and so on, right? So the doctor sees the full picture of what happened. And the doctor is like, oh, if that happened, maybe that was the situation. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to fix. So some of you is going to be probably even thinking about something to go to a doctor, but you need to get out of your system. You get out of your system in the next hour, those energies, there's going to be a divine energies from Mars that comes in. It says like, hold your strength. Pluto is going to be there to help you out for it, but you're going to have help from Mercury, you're going to have help from Uranus, from Jupiter, because that energies right now, it's coming, it says like, here's the growth, and so on. But as the thesis go on, the moon right now begins to square the sun. So now the moon, your intuition is going to be really kind of like intense. And you're going to be finding this dark side of your intuitions when it's going into the lower energies because of something that goes on. That is from a fear of the unknown to a fear from moving forward, fear from the past, and so on. But that is going to trigger all that you need to purge. Okay, you're in the surgery, you're at the Virgo, you're in the hospital. Chill out. Things it's gonna be okay. As we're talking about the next hour, you're gonna pay attention. It's 9 p.m. The energy is just like all this intense energy, just kind of like a poof, deal. What happened? What kind of magic did you do? I didn't do anything. It's just the environment that we are returning around. We are going through those processes to help us out. We have a process that help us out to go with intense energies, but we have a process that comes in and says like, okay, you did good here. You feel good. You to understanding that when you feel good with that. And the midheaven that is a together with Lilith and Libra, that is going to be a beautiful one. You're trining Venus, trining Jupiter, trining Pluto. Beautiful. Okay. And talking about the next hour, the things is can be a little rough because that shift from Libra to Scorpio is going to be squaring Pluto. But overall, these divine energies that's going to comes in from Uranus in there, they have this purpose. The universe says like, let me go through this hell so you can understand and appreciate what the paradise is. And that kind of like energies is going to comes in at 10 o'clock. It's going to be coming in and triggers in there, and with one warning in there: be mindful with your expressions of masculine energies. Okay, this is one of the masculine cannot handle a pressure. And at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it's at Scorpio. But guess what? There's a lot of divine energies in there. And those divine energies, guys, they're going to be coming in this time from the North Node, Venus, and the Sun. It's kind of like a preparations of that unifications to purge something that was buried in the past. And there is this yacht of divine energies tied up to the midheaven at Scorpio, at the underworld, the hidden things. And those hidden things, when they comes out on the surface, guess what? They needs to be worked out. And who has to do the work though? Your intuitions, because at this time, the moon is entering Pisces, working of your subconscious patterns. And right now, all those squarings in there, because the moon right now it's squaring pretty much 5 planets. We're talking about Mercury, Uranus, Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun. That is what the wrong intuition got her base information. Now you have the new informations, the base of the new intuitions within you, because you want to be happy, and you see that what you learned wrong, and now it's time for you to let it go. But the divine, it's helping you. It's like, here, go in your own subconsciousness of Scorpio's energies and underworld and fix yourself. But also, this is the place that you need to dump things out to stays in the underworld. Okay, that's what this is. You to be letting to recycle those energies, not to keep it within you. Transformations. Who does the transformations right now? Pluto will send us back of unfinished business. But Pluto right now, it's what? He's training the Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and pretty soon in about a few days, okay, in June 5th and 6th, he is going to be also trining the moon. When the moon joins Venus and the Sun, they're all going to come friends. 5th and 6th, he is going to be also trining the moon. When the moon joins Venus and the Sun, they're all going to come friends. But because before they come friends, they have to see why they are enemies, right? This is what you need to purge out. That's all. That's what it was. Astrogravitational report. Oh my goodness, the chat in there. And hi, Andrea. And yes, thank you for the comments, Lorene, for it. And I appreciate that. Hi, Jolene. Thank you for coming. And if you guys have so many questions, I may take a couple. If not, guys, I wish you all the best in there. And hi, Andrea. And with everything, guys, just be mindful that in the next few days I'm going to be traveling. So I am going to giving you a life on the road. Okay, that's how I decided to do it. I'm going to be doing the lives on the road. Okay, going to be having some fun with this. So until we get finally home. Okay, guys, finally home. Yes, that's about it. All right, Lauren. Asking should receive. Can't fix anyone but yourself. Unresolved is what is deferred. Hope making the heart grow. Sick, I never hope. No. You're funny. Thanks for listening. Oh, you're welcome. I'm trying to give you this kind of like a hard stuff a little bit more funny way, because that way you can accept it more easier in there. And thank you guys for the comments. Thank you for everything, for the support. And pretty soon things is gonna get better. I have some future plannings about the things for it, but I will keep it as surprises. All right, guys. So thank you so much, and I will pop out tomorrow sometimes, see how the things are, and giving you the astrogravitational report from a different land in space. All right, guys. Be love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Now let me give you the gifts, guys. Here's some gifts for you. Be love, guys.